Come on, freedom rocks. You heard the man.
In the United Kingdom, there's no law which bans the wearing of religious or cultural clothing or symbols in public. In fact, people in Britain wear almost whatever they want. But the government's Department for Education and Skills has recently given new uniform guidelines to schools, which allows individual head teachers to ban certain items of clothing in schools on health, safety and security grounds. This includes the Nikab, or full face veil, worn by some Muslim girls. But is this an encroachment upon their religious freedom?
There are circumstances where some items of clothing may cause a problem for the school in terms of security or in terms of good teaching and learning. And if so, then we think that schools should not have those sorts of items of clothing. We're not picking on any form of religion, we're not picking on any particular groups in society.
Calls for full face veils to be removed have caused controversy before. In 2006, Government Minister Jack Straw stated that he believed niqabs were a visible statement of separation and difference. In other recent cases, pupils have taken their schools to court, arguing for their right to wear full Muslim dress in school. But the DFES has given head teachers the right to decide their school's uniform policy, which is not necessarily an easy decision.
School uniform should be about, as far as I'm concerned, is showing that the students are prepared and willing to come to learn in school and prepared for learning. The same way as if they worked in a bank, there would be a certain dress code in a bank, or in lots of walks of life, people have to wear certain things. In a school like ours in inner city, we do have intruders, and we don't know necessarily that who the intruders are. And one of the ways of identifying intruders is to have a uniform. Obviously, if you allow a full face veil, then that can cause problems. And I'm not talking about health and safety in terms of terrorist attack. I'm talking about somebody coming in and because they've got a dispute with another child and having an argument or fight with them. You know, I think head teachers have always had the power to ban certain types of dress and code within their school, even if they feel that it's not necessarily written down anywhere, but they just don't like what the child is wearing. It's a major talking point, but it's not a major issue. A major issue is people coming into school with their trousers around their knees and, with caps and hoods on and trying to disguise themselves in that way, rather than, a Muslim student wearing a full face veil.
When it comes to such a controversial issue, everybody, pupils and adults alike, has an opinion.
They choose to wear it, so I don't really mind people wearing it, so I don't think it should be a ban there, because it's their choice. And
but then again, they do ban hats, because they think that people are unrecognisable with them on.
They should be able to wear whatever they want, because it's like in this country, they give you freedom of speech and freedom of choice or whatever you want to do. If people can go out wearing next to nothing, if they want to, then people should be able to go out covering up if they want to.
If it's not part of the school uniform, I think it should be banned.
I don't think it's exactly the best way to integrate people by alienating them.
This is a different mixed cultured country, and they should be allowed to wear whatever they want because it's not harming anybody, and it's to show you that these Muslim girls are honoured to their religion and have respect for it.
Clearly there are some circumstances where perhaps a school might struggle to identify individual children that are wearing veils. That might in turn present a security risk. Equally, there may be some barrier to good language learning if you can't see the way the words are being formed in the mouth. And again, that might be an issue that schools would want to pick up as part of their uniform policy. But what the guidance is quite clear on is that as you put together your uniform policy, you should have a proper conversation with your parents and with your pupils and with the wider community around the school to make sure that the uniform that you decide upon is acceptable to the whole community.